Dozens of people living in a Wyoming County nursing home had a freezing cold wake-up call this morning. We sent News 4's George Rickard to Warsaw to find out why some of the residents had to be moved out into the cold.
Well, by law, nursing homes have to have regular drills practicing for an emergency evacuation. And administrators here say that training really paid off this morning.
Someone thought that maybe we had an earthquake.
It happened right around 7 a.m. when staff was serving breakfast at the Wyoming County Skilled Nursing Facility in Warsaw.
They reported hearing a loud noise and a shaking of the building.
About a dozen of the floor-to-ceiling windows at the front entrance cracked.
Windows were cracked. It looked like the building was pulling away from the walls. Obviously, we've since then learned that one of the pillars has started to collapse, we think, or not exactly sure.
This building has been here since 1995, so we really don't know what would have caused this to happen at this point in time. Certainly could be settling or something to do with the ground out there, but we really don't know the answer to that.
Engineers spent the day putting in temporary supports, but to play it safe, all 80 nursing home residents had to clear the building. Most of them were able to stay in a different wing of the Wyoming County Hospital complex, but 20 had to go out in single-digit temperatures. 10 are staying at the Genesee County home in Batavia. 10 others are spending the night at East Side Nursing Facility in Warsaw.
So most of the residents that were moved were not the more frail ones that needed to be moved in an ambulance. They were able to be transported by bus and were able to handle that.
Incidentally, my mother is actually a resident here as well. So I have firsthand knowledge of how this all works. And I've got to tell you, George, the employees here are top rate. All in all, I think the whole operation went very smoothly.
An engineer has already determined that that's a safe enough temporary repair. And if the Department of Health agrees tomorrow, all the residents can come back to their rooms. They just won't be able to use one of the dining rooms until the spring. In Warsaw, George Rickard, News 4.